According to the documents, he knowingly provided fraudulent medical and other healthcare services, including arthroscopic surgeries. Emmanuel denied the allegations via a statement through his lawyer, telling Daily Mail that his client, quote, denies each and every allegation and that the lawsuit is a blanket scattershot.
The whispers around Sunny Host's life have taken a dramatic turn, and the rumors swirling about her husband, Dr. Emmanuel Hostin, are nothing short of jaw-dropping. Imagine this: a respected orthopedic surgeon, a man with an esteemed career now, and tangled in an enormous legal web involving one of the most explosive insurance fraud cases New York has ever seen. But the real kicker, the latest speculation, claims that Dr. Hostin has quietly struck a deal with the FBI to save himself, and in doing so, he's allegedly pulled the rug out from under his own wife. Could Sunny Han's world be crumbling right before our eyes? Let's dig into the details.
Totally different perspective on this. I don't really know what happened with this. The facts will come out. What I have a problem with is the core of who this woman is. Unlike you, I don't watch The View, bro. All I do is see clips. I know you
It's
do.
just like
Twice a day.
Here's all I hear from her. America's violent. America's racist. America's bad. Okay.
First, let's paint the picture. Dr. Emmanuel Hostin, once celebrated for his medical expertise, now finds himself as one of the central figures in a colossal lawsuit under the R Act, a move typically reserved for organized crime syndicate. This isn't your run-of-the-mill court case. We're talking about allegations of fraudulent billing practices and accusations of receiving disguised kickbacks, all amounting to damages so staggering they could leave the coup's combined fortune in shambles. The lawsuit claims these schemes have drained hundreds of millions from the insurance system, and Emmanuel's name is smack in the middle of it all. Here's where the plot thickens. Word on the street is that Emmanuel, seeing no way out of this legal quagmire, has been negotiating behind closed doors with federal authorities, and the whisper suggests he's been spilling some high-stakes secrets. The catch: while U.S. law prevents him from directly testifying against his wife, he may have handed over enough indirect evidence to implicate her. The rumors go even further, claiming that this supposed deal involves forfeiting assets to the tune of $500 million in damages. If true, this could leave Sunny Hostin not only legally entangled, but completely financially devastated.
RICO case ever filed in the state of New York. You guys wrap that around your brain. That's bigger than the mafia.
Now let's talk about Sunny's potential involvement. While the public knows her as a sharp legal mind and a fiery co-host on The View, could she have been complicit in her husband's alleged schemes, according to speculations swirling around his case? Emmanuel's reported disclosures hint at her possible knowledge of or even participation in shady dealings. Of course, Sunny has been nothing but vocal in defending her husband publicly. She's called the allegations baseless and has even threatened a defamation countersuit. But behind the scenes, some are wondering, could this be an overcompensation to hide deeper truths? Then there's the issue of their marriage. Multiple rumors suggest that the relationship between Sunny and Emmanuel has been anything but rosy. Since the legal drama began, insiders claim that Emmanuel feels abandoned, accusing his wife of being more focused on her career and public image than on supporting him during this crisis, and fueling the gossip. Even further are allegations that Sunny has been emotionally distant. Some even say she has a new romantic interest on the side. If true, this would only add to Emmanuel's reported sense of betrayal, making his alleged willingness to cooperate with federal authorities all the more believable.
Of Sunny Hostin on The View, Tom, basically implicating her husband in this type of a scheme.
Let's not forget the broader implications of the R lawsuit itself. For those unfamiliar with the gravity of this type of case, R laws are notoriously severe. Originally designed to dismantle organized crime, they allow for triple damages, meaning a potential payout that could every defendant involved. The case against Emmanuel alleges that he performed unnecessary surgeries and billed exorbitantly high sums through loopholes in New York's no-fault insurance system. The case cites specific instances of patients involved in minor car accidents receiving what the lawsuit argues were medically unwarranted procedures, and the kicker, the complaint spans nearly 700 pages, detailing years of alleged misconduct, not just by Emmanuel, but by dozens of others in a sweeping network of medical practitioners.
But it's just, I mean, you're married. Tom, you're married. If your husband's doing something, if he's allegedly doing something like this, you guys would know if your wives were up to
Sunny, for her part, has gone on the offensive, blasting the insurance company as desperate and near bankrupt. She's accused them of weaponizing her celebrity status to smear her family's reputation in one particularly fiery statement. She declared, "Our family will not be intimidated and harassed. We remain unbowed, but critics are questioning whether this defiance is a smokescreen, a bold attempt to shield herself from mounting speculation about her own potential involvement."
Some nefarious stuff. Let's just not forget who she is. She's been, for years, lecturing America about morality, inequality, systemic failures.
There's the timing of Emmanuel's alleged cooperation with the FBI, according to the whispers, as his co-defendants began to flip one by one. Emmanuel realized his chances of walking away unscathed were slim to none. Rumors claim that he's now throwing everything and everyone under the bus to save what little he can. And while he can't directly testify against Sunny, the idea that he's offered up damning evidence in exchange for a lighter sentence has sent shockwaves through legal and media circles alike. Could it be that the man Sunny once described as her rock has become the key to her potential?
So he was scamming insurance companies from taxi drivers, Uber drivers, and Lyft drivers. He was performing unnecessary surgeries and then providing fraudulent medical services in exchange.
Financial stakes here are astronomical. The lawsuit alone seeks hundreds of millions in damages, and if the unverified claims of asset forfeiture are true, Sunny and Emmanuel could be left with virtually nothing. The host's lavish lifestyle, complete with multi-million-dollar homes and a life of privilege, could soon be a distant memory. And while Sunny has continued to appear on The View, projecting calm and confidence, one has to wonder how much longer she can keep up the facade if the walls are truly closing in. In adding to the intrigue are the rumors of Emmanuel's alleged bitterness. Some sources claim he's privately furious with Sunny, accusing her of not standing by him in his darkest hour. Others speculate that his supposed willingness to cooperate with authorities is his way of exacting revenge, a final act of defiance against a wife he feels has left him in the lurch. Whether or not there's truth to these claims, they certainly paint a picture of a marriage under extreme strain.
And it's a very serious crime. In fact, it's one of the largest, if not the largest, RICO case in New York's history.
What's fascinating about this story is how it intersects with S's public persona, known for her sharp legal analysis and strong moral stances. She's built a career on holding others accountable, but now the tables have turned and she finds herself in the hot seat. If the rumors of her indirect implication in Emmanuel's alleged crimes are true, it could spell disaster not only for her personal life, but also for her professional reputation, and let's not forget the human element. Imagine the stress, the sleepless nights, the constant scrutiny for Sunny and Emmanuel. This isn't just a legal battle, it's a fight for their very livelihoods. And while Sunny has put on a brave face, the cracks in her armor are becoming harder to ignore. Whether it's the rumors of marital discord or the relentless legal challenges they're facing, the Hostins are clearly in the fight of their lives.
Now, here's some news for you. The former First Lady has been noticeably absent on her husband's campaign trail.
As we transition to the next chapter in this unfolding saga, the spotlight shifts slightly while Emmanuel's alleged deal with the FBI has dominated headlines. Sunny's mountain legal troubles are an entirely different beast, from lawsuits targeting her role on The View to whispers of defamation cases that could further tarnish her reputation. The challenges she faces extend far beyond her husband's legal woes. Could this be the beginning of the end for SH's career as we know it? And the drama surrounding Sunny Host's life doesn't just stop at her husband's alleged deal with the FBI and the FBI and the mountain of legal trouble he's facing. Oh no, the storm cloud hanging over her head gets even darker as we dive into her own mountain legal battles and the controversies that have been brewing within her professional world. It's not just about her personal life anymore. Her career, her reputation, and everything she has built as a public figure are teetering on the edge of collapse. The question now is, can Sunny Hostin survive chaos, or are we witnessing the unraveling of her empire?
His humor, his personality, his kindness, he's very special.
Let's start with one of the most talked about lawsuits that has Sunny front and center, the legal showdown with John Effman. Yes, the Democratic senator from Pennsylvania has taken his grievances against Sunny, and by extension, the View, straight to the courtroom for those who missed it. This all began during one of those fiery, no-holds-barred debates on the show. Sunny, known for her bold opinions and unfiltered remarks, allegedly made comments about Fedman that he claims crossed the line into defamation. While the exact words remain a matter of legal confidentiality, sources suggest that the remarks were sharp enough to spark a full-blown lawsuit.
I'm reluctant to comment on other people's marriages because I don't want anybody to comment on mine. But they've been married 19 years. And in my experience,
Where things get even juicier. Fedman isn't just suing Sunny as an individual, he's going after the producers of The View, too. According to insiders, his legal team is arguing that the show's producers failed to exercise proper oversight, essentially letting things spiral out of control. This is huge because it brings into question not just Sunny's actions, but also the broader culture of the show. Is The View fostering an environment of unchecked commentary, or is this just a case of a public fig overreacting to criticism? Either way, the stakes were sky high, and the outcome of this lawsuit could set a precedent for how media platforms handle controversial statements moving forward. But wait, there's
the way.
The delusion of saying that he has kindness in his heart. He's so mean.
She called him positive.
He's the meanest president we've ever had. And I was around when Nixon was here.
The supposed millennial lawsuit has all the makings of a headline, grabber, a first lady, a high-profile TV personate, and allegations of defamation that could potentially cost millions. What makes this even more intriguing is the speculation that Melania's team is using this lawsuit as a way to send a message, not just to Sunny, but to the entire media industry. If true, this could be a pivotal moment in the ongoing debate about media accountability and the fine line between free speech and personal attacks.
He does like to DJ, that was true.
He is
He
mean.
loves show too.
He's mean to the Haitians. He's mean to women. He's mean to immigrants.
Everybody.
He's mean to everybody.
He's not mean to
Let's not overlook the ripple effects these lawsuits are having on Sunny's career. Being a co-host on The View is no small feat. It's a platform that reaches millions of viewers daily, a place where opinions are not just shared, but amplified. But with great influence comes great responsibility. And Sunny's legal troubles are putting the show itself under a microscope. Critics are questioning whether The View has become too polarizing, too reckless. In its approach, some are even calling for more stringent controls on what the hosts can and cannot say, a move that could fundamentally change the nature of the show.
If she were a liberal, self-made millionaire migrant model who speaks 5 languages, she'd have her name on a federal building right now, no?
Adding food to the fire are rumors that ABC, the network behind The View, is growing increasingly concerned about the negative publicity. According to insiders, there's been talk of implementing stricter editorial guidelines to prevent further controversies. There's even speculation that Sunny's position on the show could be at risk if the lawsuits continue to pile up. Could this be a case of the network quietly distancing itself from one of its most outspoken stars? Only time will tell. But the tension behind the scenes is reportedly palpable. And then there's the question of how all this is affecting Sunny. Personally, imagine juggling multiple lawsuits, a crumbling marriage, and the constant glare of the public spotlight. It's enough to break even the strongest of individuals. Yet Sunny has managed to keep up appearances, showing up to work, engaging in heated debates, and even addressing some of the controversies head-on. But beneath the surface, the cracks are beginning to show. Insiders claim that Sunny has become increasingly withdrawn, leaning on a close circle of friends for support. Some are even speculating that she's considering stepping back from the show altogether to focus on her legal battles and personal life.
Anna went in a different direction. But I love the fact that, you know, Manny is younger and he's
How
very...
much younger is he?
Just a little bit.
He's like 1 year, isn't he?
Like a month or a year or 10 years?
No, 5 years.
It's more than a year. Anyway, it's not about me.
But let's not forget, Sunny isn't just fighting on the defensive. She's also taking the offensive, threatening counter lawsuits for defamation and emoji distress. Take, for example, her response to the Fetterman lawsuit. In a fiery statement, she accused the senator of using the legal system to silence her and vowed to fight back with everything she's got. Similarly, her reaction to the rumored millennial lawsuit has been nothing short of defiant. According to sources, Sunny is prepared to argue that her comments fall under the umbrella of free speech, a cornerstone of American democracy.
I think I think that it's very helpful that he's handy, and when we travel, I'm not picking up any bags. He's the one that's hefting them overhead. He throws the garbage out. He does the heavy stuff.
However, the question remains, is Sunny's defiance a sign of strength? Or is it a desperate attempt to hold on to her crumbling empire? Critics argue that her aggressive stance could backfire, painting her as combative and unwilling to take responsibility. Supporters, on the other hand, see her as a warrior fighting for her right to speak her mind. Either way, the stakes couldn't be higher, and the outcome of these legal battles will undoubtedly have far-reaching consequences. And let's not ignore the broader implications of this. Saga Sunny's legal troubles are part of a larger conversation about media accountability, the responsibilities of public figures, and the power dynamics between the press and those in a spotlight. At a time when trust in media is at an all-time low, these lawsuits serve as a stark reminder of the fine line between informative commentary and harmful rhetoric. They also raise important questions about the role of platforms like The View. In shaping public opinion, are they a force for good, promoting diverse perspectives and robust debate, or have they become a breeding ground for sensationalism and controversy?
If she didn't really know what was going on, right, which is what she's probably going to say later, oh, I had no idea what my husband and his associates were doing. We'll wait and see what that is, but I think it's pretty freaking ironic.
All of this unfolds, one thing is clear: Sunny Host's world is at a crossroads. The lawsuits, the rumors, the controversies, they're all pieces of a larger puzzle that could redefine her career and her legacy. Will she emerge from the storm stronger than ever, or will she be another casualty of the high-stakes world of media and celebrity? Whatever happens, one thing's for sure: this story is far from over. So where do you stand on all this? Is Sunny a victim of circumstance, or has she brought this chaos upon herself? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on this unfolding drama. Until next time.